I didn't really expect I'd be making 2 videos for this game, but well, there was a problem when I basically did my previous video. This. Wait. And that problem is that basically when I basically went full screen and record it, it basically restricted it to this corner of of the screen up here. So it's basically shall I say the wrong resolution. But anyhow, I'm basically gonna just do this again and hopefully fix that issue. Now, I will note that the developers basically already responded to my video here. I basically put it on unlisted so you can basically see it. And he asked me a few questions that were pretty important. Basically note that basically when it said non-fearless undead, it basically was referring to undead critters, but only to ones that basically could be feared. And that's basically its way of saying non-fearless. So if they're basically fearless undead, then this won't work on them. So that's all I was basically noting there. There's also something about the trunk here, by the way, as well. Apparently, there's 2 different types of trunks. There's basically Melgrim's teleporting trunk and York's dimension hopping trunk. And I'll note to the developer basically, watching this one as well. I probably actually renamed this to be a different item. So instead of having a teleporting trunk for personal game and dimensional hopping trunk for all games, have 2 different type of items. So I'm not sure what you basically would do. Maybe have York's dimension hopping trunk for all games, and then maybe you have Melgrim's teleporting stash, which is basically just different. So it's basically it's basically not the same as the other one. You want to do that so it's basically easy to distinguish between the two. Now, you will note, but there is a way to go into your comment tab. If you basically right click on the comment stances, you basically get access to you basically get access to without having pressed the hotkey for it. Apparently I wasn't equipped my stuff. I have to do that this time. Now, the ring I basically found, by the way, it does work, but you only have to have the magic item skill base to use it. So, unless you have magic item use, you can't actually use the skill. So that's something to keep in mind. Apparently, I can use Wheels of Fortune more than once, but I only used it once there because I only had gold once, and the second time it didn't really matter because it basically transferred all to gems. You mentioned mining any wall. No, it only works on certain walls. So basically, it's a wall you can mine, and you can mine it to get the stuff. You can only sell to smugglers. When I have that distance really attack on the hands, it basically only has 60% chance to basically hit me because that's basically its chance to actually attack when I have the darts on. And only have a 10% chance to basically hit me otherwise basically. And it's also dueling in this game, but you need a dueling skill basically for it. So there's some important information for you guys basically make out for my playlist I'm playing here. Anyhow, we're gonna jump back into the game once more to sort of show off a little bit more. Now, before I actually jump in here, let's just go to female larger than male species. I mentioned something about females being larger than male species, and there is some species where it's basically a thing. Basically insects, arachnids, fish, reptiles, so no reptiles there, owls, birds of prey, and certain mammals, such as the spotted hyena and the belly whale, such as the blue whale. So these are some of the species where the female is actually bigger than the male. And I'm not the thing about males being bigger than females. The reason that's basically the case is because males basically have to fight each other for dominance and territory and stuff like that. But in certain species that's not really the case. But with fish, basically just lay their eggs and the male basically comes along and basically lays his reproductive sperm on it. But for some other species, though, it's not really the case. I'm not basically another one that I think pops in mind is rabbits. Apparently, female rabbits are bigger than male rabbits because reasons. Anyhow, going into the game here, and by the way, I actually turn this into a window mode, which is basically how I'm gonna basically fix this. But let's just go like this. I'm gonna go down here to go scene 2. It'd probably help actually select it this here, so I'm just gonna get this set up. Alright, well at least I got the window here. Now I just have basically just put it where it needs to go. Let's try to put this in the middle of the screen here a little bit. So this won't be perfect, but at least, like, you know, it's better than it basically was, like, you know, the first time I was basically recording it. So hooray for that. Alright, so if you recall from like last time, basically I have like a high score here, so there's DFuxa boring. He basically buried himself self-unconscious by, like, you know, running into a door. The female lean human adventure. So let's try this again. Alright, so basically no open races here. Let's go down to him. The Lizard Man. So I'm not with the lizard like, you know, race here. This would probably be a good candidate that basically you could have like the female be like, you know, actually bigger than the males, because reptiles. So that might be like, you know, something that, like, you know, stands out as something you might want to, like, you know, change to, like, you know, be like basically like, you know, different with like the female being bigger than like the male. So just an idea for a developer to, like, you know, pursue. Alright, let's see here. So half elf. Alright, so I want to basically like sort of play with the half elf this time, because these guys have hatred from persons. So characters of this race begin the game having earned hatred of person monsters. Other races must kill 3 person monsters before earning their hatred. This skill gives all person monsters a 20% hit bonus in combat against the character, making it easier for them to land blows and cause damage. With a further 20 kills of person monsters, you'll become their sworn enemy, making them cause 50% extra damage when they hit. So this is like something about, like, you know, well, it's basically going on about, like, you know, sort of like faction relations between, like, the, you know, different types. Basically, you have, like, you know, hatred from persons here, and, you know, that's basically something I want to basically like play around with maybe this time around. So there's hatred from persons, and let's see here. I might do this as well as just sort of like, you know, try and get this piece basically both up these here, because why not? Or I might just go 3 strength from the get-go. It might make more sense. Alright, so, nope, by the way, we have, like, you know, basically I, like, you know, can't gain, except for general skills here, apparently. So can't gain extra general skills for, like, you know, the half-elf here, as I was thinking about them. Now, there was basically a race that basically has, like, you know, a bonus to, like, you know, humans. So we basically have, like, you know, bonuses against them or something like that, so let's go try and find that one. So yeah, basically, the duelist basically gains double experience from persons. So that might be fun, basically, if I'm, like, you know, going to piss off, like, humans. There might also be, like, defense for humans as well, so just defense from insectoids, but they're for that one. Goblinoids, double experience from undead, defense for undead. Let's see if there's one for, like, defense from persons. There we go, soldier. So basically, if I play like a half-elf soldier, I'll basically have defense from persons, and basically the 200 defense basically means monsters come in 9 nature types, blah blah. Soldiers deal most often persons and have learned to defend themselves accordingly. In combat versus person type monsters, soldiers gain a bonus of 200 defense points to top whatever defense they may have. So basically get more defense and, you know, get better at basically fighting them, so why not? Alright, so these guys basically have access to advanced dodge, basic hunting, basic combat, and basic blocking, and that's basically, I think these are from the half elf up here, and then these are basically from, like, you know, the soldier, like, you know, on the bottom. I'm guessing with half elf they basically have, like, you know, reduced health here, so yeah, basically, like, you know, I've reduced health as like a half elf here. It's basically a human, I basically have free across the board here. But I do get extra dexterity, so I basically have that going for me here. So that's nice. Alright, so now this is actually another thing to basically note to the developer. I know you basically have the option of, like, you know, randomize, like, you know, everything here randomly, but it might be a nice idea to basically have, like, you know, a randomize all type of, like, you know, option if possible. Maybe it's like there, I can't really find it. It could be a thing as well, but, you know, let's just run around with this a little bit. Alright, so here is Xaskazien, the god of destruction. His miracles surround, increasing your combat damage, lowering the attributes of enemies, destroying terrain, animals, and enemies outright, and the creation of undead. He favors evil acts and killing animals and killing every non-undead enemy present. He dislikes good acts, killing undead, using good prayers, and particularly hates prayers. To Vestonis. He might be worth doing. This guy. Killing every non-undead enemy present. Does that mean you have to basically kill everything on the level for him to basically work? You know, last time I note, by the way, I wish like some of these descriptions were like a little bit better, but oh well. You know, I still really wish there was like at a glance ability to like, you know, look at each of these gods, basically see like, you know, which one basically has the bonus, so like against like how can I say this? Against basically like fighting the other persons perhaps, or something like that. So there's like Gnosta right there. There's the goddess of luck. Goddess of destruction. So basically there's the goddess of nature and magic. He basically favors killing enemies directly with spells and eating fruit. There's a guy of her protection. She dislikes evil acts, killing enemies via summoned or charmed monsters, using evil prayers, especially prayers to Tatuard. So, she's surrounded to increase her defense and various resistances. She favors good acts and killing diabolics, ensuring our fighting creatures survive. Okay. This has got perfect balance. So, favors killing worms and mining. Dislikes killing giant types and dark dwarves. God of Hatred. So, guess they're killing any like non-goblin in combat. Ooh, look at this! He favors killing persons! And guess what I am? A person hating jumping person, I guess. Of course, I actually want to go around killing persons. This is going to help me against, not really like, you know, pitch me against like, you know, trying to kill him. That's something I know as well. This one basically increased my defense and various resistances, which might be very useful for me, so... She fears like killing diabolics and ensuring the fighting creatures survive, dislikes evil acts, killing enemies with very summoning charm monsters, using evil prayers, stuff like that. Let's just go with this one right here. Alright, so, basically I have our character set up here. We're a half-elf soldier. We've got basically like, you know... Yeah, I think we'll run around with like, you know, just normal stats. So basically we have like, you know, Bemorius, the goddess of motherhood and protection, because why not? We're gonna be a good like, you know, protector of ourselves, I guess. Alright, so note basically with like the, you know, this character class we used to have warrior skills costing 1 point and general skills costing 1 point. So this is like what you can basically expect from like, you know, other classes. I'll note with like the adventure I basically had like everything costing 2, but with this like, you know, this guy here we basically have like warrior skills costing 1, general skills costing 1, rogue skills costing 2, and magic skills costing 3, so... Essentially, I'm like not a caster, but you know... But I can't gain advanced spell use. So I'm limited to like, you know, low-level spells, maybe? So let's see here. Characters of this class are prohibited from learning spell use beyond a basic level. This means you will never be able to cast anything with low-power spells, yeah. Cutting your powerful magic in half quite a bit. So, is that the god? No, that's basically, That's probably just like the soldier class basically not being able to use like advanced spells. That's just something about them, I guess. Oh well. And up by I can't get like, you know, extra like, you know, general skills here as well, so that's a thing as well, but oh well. That's how it goes. Let's just get to it. So DFuxa. Blaze, let's go forth. Bludgeons are the second hardest weapon to hit with, but have the highest minimum damage ratings. So basically, bludgeons always hit for a good amount of damage regardless. That's very nice. Scrolls can be identified to be put to better use with high enough level of runic lore skill. Runic lore also grants the chance to retain scrolls after usage. Self-awareness skill can help protect you from nasty attribute draining effects of various monsters, booby traps, and squares. Alright, I have arrived. So, this should go a little bit faster from like before because I'm basically not going to have to explain a lot of stuff here, so hooray for that. Up here we have a narrow acid-filled pit. So there's a trap, by the way. If you enter, you have a percent chance equal to your strength, or 90, whichever is lower, of leaving across. Otherwise, you will fall and take damage equal to 1 and dungeon level, and have 10% chance to 2 of your objects melt. So basically I don't want us to go in there because I gotta have my stuff melt, which is not ideal. I saw a knife, a wooden buckler, and a shovel here, by the way. So shovel. As long as the shovel remains in your inventory, you automatically succeed when you attempt to pick up anything buried. Additionally, you may pass your turn in any rubble square to convert to empty space, and then have 10% chance to find gems equal to 1 to damage level, which uses condition lowers. So, okay, useful. Alright, so down here is basically combat, like, thingy on here, so combat state. If I basically right click it, that's how you basically get access to like all this stuff right here. So, as you can see, as before, we basically have like don't fight for golems. Unlike before, like the god basically had before, note that basically this time around we're not like too worried basically about fighting like water confined enemies this time around. So we can basically fight this normally. So I'm says fight. We have center button, stealth mode. So left clicking this button will toggle stealth mode, active and inactive. While active, any stealth benefits you will have will be in effect. While inactive, all benefits will be ignored. Using any form of light source, torch, light spell, etc. will negate the benefit, which lower the range at which monsters can see you, but won't affect hearing range. So, note there is like a sort of like, stealth mode in this game, but I'm not gonna basically worry about it, so whatever. Alright, let's get to it. So, there is a magical arch over here, disenchantable. This square has a random effect the first time you enter. Teleporting, you teleport to a random square. Recharging, your spell points recharge to max value. Spell draining, your spell points you drop to 0. Healing, you're fully healed. Cursed, you take damage. Blessed, you gain attribute points. Experience draining, your experience drops to 0. Ordinary, nothing happens. So, I might want to enter this right now so I have a chance of basically getting like the attribute points and not having to worry about like experience draining. But maybe we'll risk just not getting it right away. That's fine. There's some stalagmites right there. And there is a cave cricket. So, here is an animal, or not, an animal, an insectoid. It's basically got animal intelligence. Cave cricket. So, note this guy basically has odds of basically hitting me with 10% to basically hit for 1 damage. Now, I basically have like a ranged weapon. It basically be like 66, chance basically of like hitting because he has to actually like get past my distance attack, which like doesn't normally happen. I have odds of like 1 to 4 basically of like doing 35% damage because I have a dagger. So that's right there. Well, knife basically. So let's get down here. So I missed the cave cricket, and it is dead. And it apparently hit me, by the way. So note, by the way, that like when you basically like get into combat, stuff can still hit you even if they basically die. So we killed it, but okay, let's pick this up. So I got some gold. Just 4 gold. There's cave columns, by the way. There is a sand-scoured monolith. As long as one of these squares exists on the map, all monsters gain defense plus 20. Entering the square will give the option of attempting to destroy the monolith, with a chance of success equal to your int divided by 300. Successfully destroying this is considered a good act. Alright, so I'm not basically with like religion here. If we go to like religions, that's basically somewhere. Right here. The stats button. I probably would actually call this like the attitudes button, by the way, just because like it's based on your attitudes as opposed to like your stats really. I realize like stats are basically in here as well, but whatever. So let's see here. I'm basically worshiping who I forget now. It's gonna be the highest like stat basically in here, of course, because this is how it goes. So we're basically worshiping this guy right here. So gods of motherhood and protection, she favors the killing of diabolics, gives me faith for that. Rescuing damsels, sending NPCs back to the surface, 10 faith for that. Ensuring friendly NPCs are alive at the completion of any map, and any good act. She dislikes evil acts, the killing of monsters by summon or charm monsters, using an evil prayer shrine, especially like Tatooine Warden's shrine. So she doesn't like the summoner like god over here, the gods of temptation basically, who likes to summon charm monsters doing stuff. Alright, so she has like evil things like evil acts and stuff like that. Let's try and destroy this. So I failed. That didn't hurt me though, so just gonna press like, 5, enter, enter, 5, enter, enter. Alright, so there we go. We basically blew up the monolith here, broken sand scarred monolith. This was once a sand scarred monolith, but it's been destroyed and has no fair effect. So, nope, from that we basically got free faith. So, it's basically like, it's something you spend to like, do stuff. If like, you go to the relation button here. So, here's basically everything for Fomorian. She has like, Angel's Grace, Blessed Armor, Blessing of Femoris, Exorcism, Hear No Evil, Martial Protection, Protection of Femoris, Purity, Resist Fire, Ascend, Ward Off Evil, and Warmth. Oh, look at that. This miracle gives you 1 skill point. That's pretty powerful. Maybe. There's a bed, by the way. So, you may sleep in a bed, though you may only sleep once per map. If you do, for the next 3 turns, you'll be unable to do anything but pass your turn unless attacked. If attacked, the monster will automatically hit you for max damage and you will awake. If this doesn't happen, then you will awake, regaining like 40% of your HP and 6% of your like spell points. So basically, like regenerate right there if you need to, which is nice. Now, not by I can use like the U key to basically like center my thing here, but I really wish like there's a little bit better like center of this game. Like it's nice, but you can like center it, but it could be centered better. There's a locked door, by the way. We know like when I basically tried to like attack it before, basically it hurts me, so we'll basically not try and do that. Apparently, if I lockpicking, I could try like get through that, but whatever. Speaking of like lockpicking, nobody this time around I have no skill points because I'm basically starting like with a normal character, not adventure, so we don't have any skills basically to train this time around. So we only have what we basically start off with, and we basically have like low power spells. We have life healing, flaming darts, blink, and recuperate here. So basically, Venus temporary negative effects. That's one. Blink lets me like transfer to empty space in the current map. Light healing basically lets heal a little bit. Flaming darts basically like does heat damage to monsters you are fighting. There's a 5% chance this spell will start a small fire in your square, and if so, 5% chance it's a raging fire. You cannot cast the spell in a temple, stairs, or any kind of water square. For like skills, by the way, you guys have access to like basic spell use, farmer choosy apparently. That might be like based on my like half elf heretics, by the way, so that could be a thing. By the way, over here we should have like is it in general? Yeah, there's my magic item use, by the way. I actually need magic item use to actually use my dexterity ring from before, by the way, so that's something to note, by the way. To use like items you have to have like magic item use basically for it. You need to have like skills basically to do anything in this game for the most part, just to throw it out there. There's dodge to advance apparently, so I have a advanced dodge as 30 instead. So basically like dodge stuff like 30% of the time maybe. I have hunting basic. So basic hunting gives you 30% chance to hit animals. That's pretty nice, I guess. And then we have weapon skills. So we have like armor use, blocking, combat, and weapon use. So combat basically gives me a chance to hit a 15 plus. Blocking basically gives me a chance to basically use shields a little bit better. Armor use lets me use armor. It allows me to equip like light armor. And weapon use basically lets me like allows me to use light weapons basically. So all nice. Let's go this way. So center my screen up here. Go this way because basically like lets me do so. There's an empty space with a standing torch. The torch illuminates everything in 2 squares distant is possible you and monsters. So if I stand here, everything can basically see me, I think, maybe. Unless they're like an animal, which like can't actually see anything this far because they're in an animal. Let's pick this up. I'm getting very low like gold piece scores, but oh well, it's just par for the course, I guess. Alright, so Mundane Item found. You have found a Confusion Curse Trap Kit. Okay, so this is actually something worth knowing about in this game. It is possible to actually make your own trap space to actually use against monsters. That is a thing. So if I go in here, you'll see I have like a Confusion Curse Trap Kit. You may attempt to set a Confusion Curse trap by activating it if you're in an empty, unoccupied space. There is a chance you will trigger it. based on your trap setting skill. Otherwise, the square will become a friendly trap, confusing the next monster to enter for 120 turns. So basically, it's like set these basically for like 50% chance, or I can basically confuse myself for like 120 turns, which is like not useful, but something I can actually do. This is probably not advisable at all, but why not? We'll try and like place it maybe. So yeah, you trigger your confusion curse. Your movement is randomized for the next 60 turns. So basically, when you're confused, that's basically down here. Confused. You may right-click this icon to pass as many turns as necessary to get rid of the effect. The auto wait will be uninterrupted to your friend. So basically, like when you're confused, I'll basically randomly make random movements until like it goes away. Yeah, you can see like it's giving me some problems that you're trying to get here, but whatever. Mud. This square can be entered by you and all monsters, but unless flying, your chance of leaving the square is equal to strength divided by 2 or 9, whichever is lower. So basically, like, makes it hard to exit. Now, I'm not really like too concerned with being confused on this like level here, by the way, because essentially, if I'm confused on this level, it's like it's fine. Here's like a cake cricket again. We can fight this guy. So, by the way, note that because I'm running around like crazy like, I'm basically like not necessarily gonna be easy to try and like fight these guys, but whatever. We killed the cricket, so we get some experience basically for it. There's a smoke cloud over here, apparently. Why is there a huge flame over here? So, entering a squirrel will cause you to take like heat damage. Basically, like there's a fire down there for some reason. Okay, now I'm a little more afraid because I might go down here, which is like bad. I'll note that like gases are like not like friendly to you. If you're in like smoke, you'll basically have a chance of like choking and stuff like that. I think so. It's not great, but it does have some like benefits to you as well. So. Basically, if I'm in here, I have a chance of like losing like a chance of hitting it, and so do they as well. It basically blocks line of sight, stuff like that, as you can see. Let's just right-click this to sort of get rid of it. Now, note by there is like what do you call it? A button basically pressed to like wait out like stuff like this. In here somewhere. I assume it's probably up here a little bit with like weights and stuff. So past turn is 5. There's alter common state, basically you've already seen that before, with like, new right-click stuff. Whipper is already down here. This really should be like up there with like the other like whip one by way, so these are fine, but whatever. Backspace is what you need to press, so I'm no longer confused. So that's what that basically did for me. Lets me like walk around here a little bit easier. I'm stuck in mud apparently, so there's that. Nope, it's going to take me like, a lot of turns to try and get out of here, so that's a thing. And there's a kobold, by the way, so this is a goblinoid, it's got like Caverns. So this is like what you have to watch out for with these like, enemies, by the way. So this is basically a goblinoid type monster, but it's got a Caverns trait, so there's a chance to run away a little bit more. It can see me from there, but at the same time, it's like, more likely to flee than not. Yeah, look it out, nice. So, okay, we're just going to fight this guy. Kill it. But if you kill something like next to a kobold like that, maybe that could be like incentive for them to run away if they're cowards. So hit the kobold. And there goes the kobold. There's a coat of arms over here, by the way. Standing in addition to a coat of arms gives you the option to examine it once. If you do, you have a chance to equal 5% plus 25% for each history level to gain 150 experience. That's pretty nice. Let's just get up here. So, examine the coat of arms. So, if I basically had history, I basically get a lot more experience for this, but, no effect. Oh well. You don't recognize it. Oh well. Yes. Wow, I'm finding lots of gold on this level, aren't I? Alright, so, here is basically a meat locker, by the way. So, This square gives you the option of opening the locker once. Meat lockers may be empty, but there may be Canadian loan free meat type items. So basically go here, open it. And I found 1 uncooked mutton, 1 mystery meat, 1 uncooked mutton. Alright, so we find like a camping fire. I can basically show you that off. So basically you have like some meat here. There's like the uncooked mutton. Once you you may cook it once by activating it, but you only do so on a cooking fire. This will transfer into its cooked version, which results in you based on your cooking skill. So note that basically if I like equally cook mutton, it'll basically permanently increase my strength. So these are a really good way to increase your attributes. That's what I know about like food in this game, by the way. There is like no hunger clock per se, but there is like food you can actually eat. So if you basically eat food, it basically helps improve your character. This mystery beat might as well, by the way, so this gives you random like attribute. Okay, so we basically attacked the kobold here. There's some experience for it. Bye bye, severed hands. Note that they hit me there, so they could have automatically killed me, but oh well, they didn't, so that's fine. You found the dwarven map, but your cartography skill is too low to understand it. The number of gold vein, silver vein, platinum vein, or gem balls revealed is largely determined by cartography skill. Okay. So basically, like you get a map, sort of like learn from cartography if you want. Found some armor apparently, so you have found a base better had trading. Now, something basically the developer knows that I did actually like equip items when I basically found them, so let's actually equip this one here. This will increase my defense by 2. It also gives me like acid resistance, which is useful if I basically fall in acid, of course, because it won't melt right away. I think possibly. Here's some gold. Let's pick it up and get 1 more gold. Smuggler corpse. So yeah, there was a smuggler on this level, by the way, but he apparently died. And smugglers are basically how you can basically sell stuff, but oh well. And that's worth knowing, by the way. The AI, like friendly AIs like this, they can be killed if they like get attacked. So it happens. So, but oh well. There's no reason to go through this door, by the way, but oh well. I did so anyways. Okay, let's just center our character here. There's a spell merchant over there, so there's an merchant. Peruse the spell merchant's wares, yes. Alright, so here is the spell merchant. An adventurer! You saved me a trip to the surface. Swinging a heavy sword is for the weak-minded. You and me, we're different. We know that strength comes from within. It's in the words, trust me. Alright, so I can go for this guy to buy like a cremation book, spell book here. So, activates to learn the spell is join a spell book. The spell contains cremation, a low power pyromancy cantrip. The spell will destroy corpse in your square and grant you 2 faith. Ooh, nice. So basically you can like get faith for like cremating things. Now, I'm actually gonna buy this to like with my gold. And I do have like a little bit of gold like for picking him up, so that's fine.
You'll never live to regret this.
My stocks are depleted, I'm afraid. I'm done. Oh, well, he's afraid like he's done his thing, so okay. So yeah, basically you see right there. It's a spellbook square lets you look at things, but spell merchants can be eaten by monsters, so they can be eaten. So how does this guy disappear, like go to the surface, I guess, if like take his stuff?
Spellbooks for the most discerning of clientele.
Let's just walk around here a little bit. Again, we have lots of silence around here, apparently. Oop! A pit trap! You take 1 falling damage. Alright, so we fell in a pit trap here, an open pit. Entering a square leaves a percentage chance of equal to your strength or whatever of falling in. So you can basically safely leap across these, or you can basically like, fall in. So basically I fell in, so you have to get out. Oh, we got pretty quick, that's nice. Except it's not really useful as going up here. You didn't leap far enough, so you fell right back in. So it took an extra damage going this way. We got out. There's a wall up there. A brass gong. This square provides you the option of ringing the brass gong once, with 1 of 3 outcomes if you do. 1, nothing happens. random summon monster appears to fight for you, or 3, a random enemy level appropriate monster appears. Yes. No effect. Okay, that's fine. You found a map, I can't read it, so at least basic cartography is required to gain benefits from maps, so we don't have any cartography, so we don't benefit from maps at all. That's just fine. There's the stairs down, by the way, and we found like a wicker shield. Now, this is actually something I would really like, by the way, is that, like, you know, if it's possible to, like, you know, be able to drop stuff like, and pick it up in like the same turn, stuff like that, or whatever. If I want to like, drop it, so basically should be able to do it without, you know, much issue, so let's do that. You know, I never actually read this book, by the way, so let's just read this book here. Now, notice this is a cantrip, by the way, and just note by basically have like, you know, 4 of 7 basically no spells here. If I basically like learn this like cantrip, just like something note, we'll just basically learn that spell and pick up this like, you know, wicker shield. Oops, I didn't do that right. So we get the wicker shield. So this basically has a base defense of 3 versus my wood buckler of like, you know, base defense 9. Right now I'm actually gonna put this on just because, like, you know, I'll prefer preserve the durability on this thing if possible. Alright, so nobody I basically learned a spell, and I still have like spells known with 4 or 7. Cantrips are very special because they don't actually require you to, like, you know, take like any spell slots for them, so you just learn them for free. And, you know, think about it, if like I'm leaving corpses around here everywhere, I might want to try and like deal with that. I guess we got some gloves here, so that's cool. So there's some canvas gloves. These give me like, you know, 2 defense, so not bad. I found an improvised weapon. You found ads, but your inventory is full. Like, it would be nice to like actually like view to see like how good this basic weapon basically is without having to like, you know, drop something in order to pick it up. Let's drop this for now. So here's basically the ads basically I found. So this has like a strength required of 10. It's an improvised axe. It's got a hit mod of -9. It's got damage 1 to 6. It's got size small. Condition is bad, but you know that's what you expect. Is a, you know, it's basically an improvised weapon. So we can basically like use this in order to like, you know, preserve our, you know, our knife. Now, do I have to be in the same square for this to work? So this spell may only cast in a square where Adventurer's corpse or that of a monster. It will destroy the corpse and grant you 2 faith. Let's see if it works basically on like, you know, a friendly monster like this. Whoops, I recuperated instead of like using cremation there. Well, I just used the wrong thing there. So I usually use half my skill points, you know, wrong there, but oh well. Is there like a way of like casting stuff in here? I guess not, so that's unfortunate. So there we go, we just basically cremated the, like, you know, corpse there of that guy. Cremated that guy. That was fun. Just cremated a bunch of corpses. I mean, I don't need HP at all, so why not? Let's just move on. I'm gonna go to the temple. I don't have that much gold, so I'm not really worried about it. Alright, so there's a little bit more to explore up here, so let's go up this way. There's a magical arch from before, by the way. And again, I wish I like if I pressed tab, it would, like, you know, this hit me back to like the, you know, other screen, but whatever. So hey, look at that, we got ourselves spell points back, so hooray! I found a damn item. You found a confusing craft chip, but no room in inventory. Well, we don't care about that. We've, you know, already seen that a little bit. Ooh! Booby trap, island trap. Island traps turn every square, throwing empty square into a level appropriate trap, or pit. So we've got ourselves a whole lot of like narrow open pits apparently around us. Or like this open pit. So yeah, note the narrow open pit. Basically, I have like, you know, they're narrow, so basically have a higher chance of running, jumping over them. So I still fell down, but you get the idea. You found a weapon, a heavy stick. I found a heavy stick, all. Whoops, I didn't mean to, does it, you know, do that? Oh well. Just drop it. Pick up the stick. So there's a heavy stick, by the way. So this has like, you know, a light club blunt. It's got hit mod -6. It's got damage 2 to 4. But it's got nearly perfect light conditions, which is pretty nice. So pick that up. I find it funny that a heavy stick isn't two-handed, by the way, but oh well. There's a potion. It's unknown though, so I can't use it. I don't advise doing what I'm about to do, by the way, but you know, we're just gonna drop the knife here. Pick up the unknown potion. So there's haste, by the way, so for the next 121 turns, you move faster than the fastest monsters. So basically my speed is like really fast. So if I look at like, you know, this here, basically I'm hasted for 120 turns. So while active, you move faster than fastest monsters. Functionally, monsters and non-fast moving vehicles move half as often. So basically I move like twice as fast as like everything else. Non-haste effects degrade half as often, and turn count advances count as half as fast. So that means like, you know, it's gonna take like, you know, if I just like, you know, start advancing basically here, is it gonna mean like I'm gonna do like, you know, go turn my turn? No. Okay, so no, it is basically like still advancing like, you know, as it should, but whatever. There's a book cabinet. So this square contains an option of opening a cabinet once. Book cabinets may be empty, but there's may contain like, you know, scrolls, spell books, tomes, and it could be booby trap, whatever. Let's open it. Yes. Tome of Knowledge. You found a tome entitled Have the Power, Volume 2, but your inventory is full. That's fine. Let's drop this. We're just gonna pick this up. So Have the Power. Ooh, this requires me to have intelligence of 60. So if I basically pick this up, I could learn like, you know, pharmacy skill up to advanced level, but the thing is like, you know, it requires me to have like 6 intelligence, which is like, you know, gonna be a while before I can use, so it might be nice to have in a late game, but not really right now, so oh well. There's the stairs to get out of here, by the way, so we're just gonna donate our pieces here, go up the stairs, and down we go. So, Femoris is pleased that you rescued one character. She rewards you with 6 phase. So, basically, we rescued a character. Well, oh, we got ourselves an event. The air is not so foul here. You can feel it moving past your skin, instead of hanging damp and cold against you. As long as you remain on this level, all gases are twice as likely to just dissipate. Okay, so there's a merchant around, obviously, but ventilation is basically an example of a positive event, and there is like both like positive and negatives. Basically in this game, I'll note that like you'll usually find negative events where you basically like, you know, linger on a level too long, because that's basically the game's like sort of hunger clock. But here's an example of like a positive like, you know, event basically happening. So you have a ventilation one. All right, so we're basically on the next level here. I have no idea where the merchant basically is, but you know, we heard him a little bit there, so that's a thing. Heavy stick. I think the knife actually might be the weaker weapon of these two, so let's use the knife. I found a giant rock, but you know, basically like, you know, these ranged weapons, you don't actually equip both, so unless you have like dual wield, which is not really that great, so whatever. There's improvised legwear. You have found a tattered loincloth, your inventory is full. Oh well. I might come back to it, but you know, I want to keep like this other stuff I currently have right now. So, well, you know what? I don't actually have to basically like, you know, keep this stuff around for now. So, yes, yes. I'll keep the food, but I don't need to actually like keep it right now. So, take this, put it on. This gives me like a little bit of defense, right? So, always useful.
Would you like to buy some armor?
Here's a stone idol, by the way, and a gremlin. So this is like an example where like, you know, you can have like two drinks on like the same thing here. So basically, a stone idol and a gremlin are on the same square here. Now, not by the stone idols are kind of interesting because they're basically like, you know, a gamble sort of thing. This square gives you the option of stealing the idol's eyes. If you do, you'll gain gems worth 10 times the dungeon level. The value of the gems may be increased with gem killing skill. If you do steal, there's a 4% chance to spring a trap, and a 10% chance that the idol comes to life as a stone golem. So basically, I might get like, you know, a golem out of like this, which is not ideal right away, so maybe I'll hold off on that. There's also a gremlin here. These guys basically have 4 attack, they have standard intelligence, they will steal gold or gems equal to the damage done on each hit. But guess what? I don't actually have any gold or like, you know, stuff like that, so it makes sense to fight this guy right now. So hit the gremlin instead. Gain experience. Nice little experience. Ideally, I want to stay alive long enough to actually, like, you know, show off stuff in this game, but we'll see. There's an adventurous corpse, by the way. You know, like, you know, looting him will basically get his stuff, so. Loot the corpse. So we lost some faith for doing this, but, you know, we loot the corpse, get ourselves a teeny health potion. We got ourselves a bone scrolled case. And I contracted blood wars. So, there, yeah, basically, like, you know, you go in, like, you know, when you basically go and, like, you know, ransack a adventurous corpse, sometimes you get, like, you know, a disease. So, diseased. This button only appears if your character is afflicted with some form of disease or parasite. Clicking it will open a disease tab, listing all diseases from which your character currently suffers. Diseases can be individually queried from the tab to determine their effects. So, basically, got bloodwarts. Bloodwarts is a disease that forms painful and slightly bleeding pulsates across the face and body. While you have it, you are unable to interact with any form of merchant. So, basically, can't interact with them. It can be cured by a restoration spell or restorative potion, or by less common means. If your disease resistance skill is at least basic, or you have an alternate source of disease resistance, there's a chance that with each map entered, it will simply leave your system. So basically, like, get rid of like with like, you know, enough like disease resistance, but you know, not otherwise. This is basically stuff I can possibly get rid of, like, you know, with my spell though. So, well, I suppose those are for like, you know, temporary effects, not like, you know, this one. So. Probably just like wards there you can use and stuff like that. Purity. So this basically prevents me being poisoned, which is nice, but not really what I need right now. Reduces falling damage, which is nice. There's like, you know, blessing for this. I don't see anything for like, you know, getting rid of like, you know, stuff like this way. So, oh well, we're gonna be stuck for this like, you know, disease for a little bit. There's an unknown potion. There's a loot corpse, by the way, so the corpse has already been looted, so it has no further effect. But here's a bone scroll case. So as long as you have the bone scroll case remains in your inventory, your prayers and scrolls cannot be destroyed after using. So honestly, kind of like DCSS, there's ability to like destroy your stuff. There's basically a way of preventing it, I guess. And we got ourselves 2 like health potions, which is nice, which is, you know, nice to see. I guess we may pick that up because, like, you know, we already got enough stuff in here, so let's drop this. We're just gonna see what this does, because, you know, we want to show off all the potions and stuff. So there's heat immunity. You're immune to heat for 61 turns. Pick this up.
Ever seen a helmet like that?
We'll center ourselves right there. This ball's here apparently, so no good there. There's a temple. So here's some rubble, by the way. So if you recall, basically I have the shovel here, and with the shovel, basically I have a chance to, like, you know, convert these basically to, like, you know, empty square and have a chance to find gems. So we did it right away. And, like, you know, get rid of the rubble. Oh! I'm fighting a homunculus. I didn't even realize that. You're currently refusing to fight, so basically, like, you know, basically there's like a homunculus here. We can't actually hurt it because, you know, you require spells to hit. Though you do have flaming darts, which could actually kill this guy current it, you know, if I'm lucky. Okay, this is probably a waste of spells, but let's just go. Flame dart! The monster is burning for 5 points of heat damage. Maybe it'll burn to death. Oh. Oh, there's another one right there. Rock throwing homunculus. There's a bunch of homunculus on this level. Interesting. Well, let's get rid of this one. Oh, the monster resists your spell. So you can actually resist your spells if you want. That's good to know. Alright, so basically hit me for 2 points of damage there. I hurt. Here's a trophy case. So there's a chance they'll have trinkets. Case is empty. Oh well. Oh, so here's an example of like a sort of like, you know, master type of like enemy. Note these guys are a little bit different because they have genius intelligence. So on note basically there's like, you know, so far basically 4 types of challenges we basically run across. We have like animal, standard, auto, and like genius. Genius are a little bit different from like the other guys because basically these guys will actually path towards you like regardless of where you are. So essentially this guy will always know where I basically am on the map, and he'll basically always be able to, like, you know, path toward me regardless of, like, you know, what's basically in the way. This guy will cast like little part of defensive skills if he wants, but, you know, nothing too special. Let's go after him if I try and kill him. So he hit me for 1 point of damage there. This guy has a 10% chance to hit me, so not really too great, but whatever's good enough. So he basically costs blurred air, so his defense is increased by 15 for 60 turns. Hit him for 4 damage. He did light healing to basically heal himself a little bit, so he, you know, healed himself up. Hit him for 3 points of damage. Note these guys can't actually attack me until I deal with this guy, so. That's nice. Now, it's not really actually stainless, but I think these guys do have like a limited amount of, like, you know, mana to basically cast. Eventually they'll run out of it, so. There we go, we killed it. So, you found a map, we can't read it. But we got experience for killing off the gremlins, so hooray for that. So, if I go to, like, you know, here, basically you have, like, you know, this much experience now. Well, there's the armor merchant who basically died. Destroy Glyphion Death. This is once a Glyphion Death, but it's been destroyed as well for effect, so that's nice. There's an narrow open spike picked. You can probably guess what this basically does if I fall into it. And down here's a chocolate slime. Alright, so I probably don't want to basically deal this, but basically that thing probably does like as the damage is like not great, so we'll just leave it alone. And you have to basically run through these guys to, like, you know, get by them. So there's the potion merchant, by the way. We're just gonna stay away from him because, you know, you don't want him basically getting caught up with these, like, you know, battles here. Okay, I found myself another potion here. Just gonna drop this for a moment. And my quest to basically show off all the like bits from potions was like, you know, quaff this. So increase your spell points. Guess what I can now do? Here, pick that up. And you've been for my side, Mr. Homunculi, so die. The monster is burned for 4 points of damage killing it. Ooh! Apparently we, like, you know, pleased our god by killing that, like, you know, thing. So, she doesn't like those things, the Homunculi. That's good to know. Right, she doesn't like summoning creatures. I think, like, Homunculi are basically considered to be, like, summoned, maybe? Let's go see about that, so... Yeah, basically, if you kill Diabolic, she basically doesn't like, she's happy about it, so... Yeah, these guys are Diabolic Golems, so... If I basically kill them, I guess you get, like, you know, reward of faith, basically, for killing them. Ooh, look at that, we got ourselves a Homunculus hero up here. And apparently this guy's still an all-like guy, but whatever, it's fine. So, this guy has, like, you know, 7-9 HP. He has higher at and health than others. He will drop 2 items if killed. I really wish I had more spell points now, but, you know, I don't, so, oh well. Is this guy faster than the other guys, maybe? He might be. There's a mushroom patch. This gives you the option of eating one for a random effect, so you get like healing, brain enhancing, medicinal, magic boosting, occupied. So basically there's like a resting fungus which attacks. Disease, you contract for the same fugue. Poisonous becomes poison, hallucinate, you hallucinate, or nothing happens. So there's that stuff. There's a kobold up here apparently. Now, I don't know why this guy went down, and I don't, so... That could definitely be improved. Healing mushrooms. I heal 2 points of damage. I'm sated, but you know, you get the idea. Oh, nobody. This guy's like a you know exclamation point bottom, so he's basically fleeing. That's how you know like a guy's fleeing is like you know there's basically at the like you know exclamation point on him. Ooh, here's an exotic weapon. You found a Guitar of Cinders, but your inventory is full. So exotic weapons are kind of interesting. So I'm going to show them off a little bit here. So, unlike that with like normal items, so basically have like, you know, just one stat you basically need to equip them. Heavy stick for those examples requires me to have 10 strength to basically equip it. If I want to basically use like an exotic weapon though, you're going to need like, you know, a primary stat and a secondary stat. So, this basically requires me to have both 10 strength and 7 dexterity to basically equip it. And it basically gives me like, you know, 1 to 5 damage as well as a 15% chance to basically cast Flaming Darts and hit. So, I actually could technically be used to combat the golems I want. So, put this on. Technically, I could fight this guy and possibly, like, you know, cast my, like, Flaming Dart at him to kill him. Just gonna kill this guy first. So we killed off the kobold, get some experience for it. Oh, right, because I'm actually not fighting, I can't actually fight him, so... This is where actually I go off to my common stance and actually, like, change it so I actually fight them, so... Fight! Now, this is probably still not very smart, because, like, this guy can still technically, like, you know... clobber me quite a bit, but, you know... Basically, you can see I do, like, 0 points of damage, but, you know... Whenever I hit him, I have a chance to basically, like, you know, cast my spell. So... We'll fight him a little bit. There we go, we've cast a spell. So the monster is burned for 5 points of heat damage. Okay, so now I basically did this, at least once. Let's use my Flaming Darts to finish him off and get like his items. So, killing it with the Flaming Darts. Basically got like, you know, my God pleased. I got my like, you know, got his like stuff there. I leveled up. Yay! I leveled up for once! Alright, so here's what happens when you basically level up. You basically get access to, like, you know, attribute points you basically can spend. And you also get access to, like, you know, skill points you can basically spend, so... Oh yeah, you also get this. New racial perk alertness. Your perk grants you 30% chance to resist the effects of involuntary sleep, so... Basically, like, avoid bonus sleep. Very nice. Alright, so, because I basically, like, you know, leveled up there, we basically now have, like, you know, free experience to, like, level up. I have, like, you know, these attribute points right here. And you're not going to spend on skill point stuff, so... My max health is too low. Oh, so for decent, you actually have to have, like, you know, high enough, like, you know, health for it. So, I probably need to have, like, 30, I think it is, so... Let's go here. We're just going to go increase my health a little bit. Why don't I just boost up to 32? Just get out of the way. And there we go. Now I got traveling. This lets me basically use, like, you know, as opposed to, like, 10 inventory slots, you have, like, you know, 15. Which is nice. And we're just going to sit here and pick up stuff. So there's a scrap spot we just got dropped. So this guy had a light breastplate armor. It has, like, defensive 5. Conditions are perfect. So there's the scraps. And these are basically, like, you know, size average 2. So basically, like, you know, a little bit bigger than the other stuff. So yeah, size basically, like, dictates how big it is in the inventory. So let's put that basically on. Give me, like, a little bit more armor. Eventually I might cast my spells on this guy again, which would be nice. I found a teeny blade trap kit. So here's, like, an, like, you know, trap basically you can use. Again, I have, like, 50% chance to, like, you know, set it off myself, which is not, you know, useful, but whatever. Basically, if I put it on, it'll basically be a slicing blade trap, so that's all it does. Just drop it. Don't really want. Here's some water, by the way. This square is impassable to many spirits. Each time you enter it, there's a chance you will move in a random direction of currents, and a chance of drowning for 5% to 10% of your maximum health, minimum 1 damage. Swing skill lowers the chance of your occurring, and basically, like, you know, non-flying monsters have a chance to, like, drifting in. So basically, you can go in there, like, you know, drown is the idea. So possibly smart, possibly not. There's a large metal idol over here, so another golem. Okay, so note that I basically, like, you know, drowned there for a little bit, but, you know, we also got moved, but also, like, you know, moved in a good direction. So we got out. Here's a tome of knowledge. You found a tome entitled The Greenest Blood Volume 3. So this does what for me? This requires me to have 90 dexterity to use, but it will let me get, like, you know, poison resistance up to expert level. So best place what this would do, but we're not going to worry about it, so let's just drop it. There's some gold. 20 gold. Useful. There's a cooking fire over here. So I now found my way to, like, you know, cook my mutton I basically bring over here. Right up here you can see there's some grates, so that's where the water's basically flowing in, I guess. I guess this guy doesn't have to worry about, like, you know, drowning, so that's lucky for him. Now, let's just see here. Where did I leave that mutton? I'm pretty sure I left it on this level. Yeah, it's right over there, so... We're going over here, I think. By the way, there's a heavy door request me, like, you know, use my strength face to open it, but whatever. Right now, my interest right now is basically to pick up this stuff, so... We're gonna get this stuff and head back to, like, that, Oh! This guy did take drown damage eventually. Nice. Too bad I don't have a spell that wants to kill him. Yeah, I'm not my idea right here is basically over to, like, you know, up here. He'll obviously use his cooking fire before it goes out because it does have a chance to think of like, you know, extinguishing itself. Yeah. Cooking fires have a 1 in 900 chance of extinguishing each turn, so I don't want that basically happening, so we're gonna bring our stuff here and we'll go cook it, and cook it. So now I got like charred mutton, charred mystery meat, and charred like, mutton again. So this is all gonna save me for like a lot of turns, but whatever, it's fine. Yay, I got myself intelligence. So yeah, basically you can use that to get your intelligence basically up. Ready for that. This might be very, very stupid, but you steal 20 gems worth of gold. And I got myself booby trap, pendulum trap. Pendulum traps turn in your square into a level appropriate pendulum blade. So I got cut for 13 damage there. It hurt. Ow. So there's a slow dull pendulum blade. Chance of dodge is very, very low, but it hurts. So, ow. Regardless. I find it funny it's taking damage to this guy in like the water, so that's a thing. We're gonna go to this heavy door over here. Oh, he hit me for 2 damage, this guy, finally. Well, I opened it. There's the armor mercenary was basically in here. I probably open as well. Oh, no, but there is like a warning basically in here, so I'm not basically only carry so much gold, and sometimes you'll get a warning basically if you're like trying to pick up too much, but we'll do it anyways just because I want to get it out of the way. Now I could kill this armor merchant, which would be bad, but you know.
Would you like to buy some armor?
We'll deal with it basically what happens. No one wants to talk to you, or your blade warts, so that's just a thing, but whatever.
Would you like to buy some armor? Would you like to buy some armor?
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's like nothing in this room, right? So. I can't get out by because there's a, Marcus in the way and we see on one, so. Alright, so I struck at a distance there, but that sucks, but well. So again, I can basically try and steal from this idol. There's like more gems. Nothing happened that time. There's some experience basically for like going to the temple there. Very nice. I don't like the fact this guy came out, but I can't really do anything about it, so he's dead. If like they catch him. So yeah, basically I'll know if they like move on to a square he dies, so oh well. Oh, if first typing basically you save to quit the game. So no. I don't want to do that. So I can't go down there because of the narrow open spike trap, so let's go this way. Look down here a little bit. Candle bearing wall. So basically let's like let the around me around there basically, so that's nice. Okay, so made for the level. And there's basically like, the potion merchant right here, but I can't really buy anything from, so whatever, it's fine. Let's ascend the stairs. So she's basically pleased to rescue one character, this guy right here. All the gods are pleased basically got down here, so we got like 65 faith. So let's see here. I can't really heal this like, you know, god, I guess, so I may have to use like a healing potion in a moment. So basically she's like, you know, makes you like immune to a lot of stuff like warding and such. Gives me like defense. Purity gives me like, you know, resistance to poison, resist fire down here. Martial protection basically gives me like, you know, martial defense. So blessed armor basically adds a special attainment to a selected helmet, shield, breastplate, or footwear, legwear, or gloves. This miracle will have a... Well, that's worth knowing. I could like instantly kill stuff I basically had this faith like, you know, right here. By the way, this won't work on the guy you're basically trying to kill. This is like game, by the way, it's all about trying to kill like, you know, Xaskazien. So you find him basically like that's how like you can kill him, but you know you can't kill this skill specifically because you know won't allow it. But whatever. You're no level. This miracle prevents moving the ability to cast spells from monsters you are fighting. So I could actually prevent from like, you know, enemies from like casting spells, which is like useful perhaps. Alright, well, before I basically go, I think I've like gone like long enough for like, you know, a sort of continuation with like, you know, with this game. Like this basically shows off a lot like, of what to basically like, you know, expect from this game, I think, so I think I've like done a fair share of basically showing it off. We're just gonna heal up with a heal potion here. So I don't like immediately die. And by the way, note that when I basically leveled up, I basically got my HP back, but you know, I didn't really show it off, but you know, whatever. That's how I got my HP, like, you know, back there for like, you know, leveling up. Alright, well, I might actually come back to some people that are really like interested in it, but you know, that's good enough for now, I think. As basically said, like, you know, showing off this game. Here's another trap basically, but you know, again, don't really care, it's a trap, so basically can put it on a trap, which will basically cause like, you know, paralyzing effects, making him dizzy next turn and basically enter, stuff like that. Oh, that's funny, I should put it down. So there's a friendly rope snare trap. And I don't want to say it, so I'm basically eat my charm on. Got some strength. By the way, note this guitar seems to took a lot of beating, basically attacking, it was like, you know, Homunculi, so that's something to note as well, but whatever. Expect to don't fight if I come back here. Alright, well. There's an option to basically quit here somewhere. Is it Q? Yeah, if you press like Q, you can basically quit and save, so we'll do that. I go back and basically load my game, basically like jump back in. You know, straightforward. But there we go. I went a little bit longer that time. Hope you guys basically enjoyed, like, you know, the return of like, you know, Caverns and Xaskazien for like a little bit there. Hopefully the developers get, you know, learns more from it as well. But that's it for now, I think. So take care. Probably help if I actually put the windows back on before I actually escape, but whatever. Take care.